What's it like to live with sensual overexcitability? For starters, I love escaping into movies, novels, TV series, and into my own world. In this video, I'm going to elaborate on what it's like for me to live with sensual overexcitability by zooming in on each of the five senses: touch, sight, hearing, smell, and taste. But not necessarily in that order. Let's jump right in. In my last video, I said that people with sensual overexcitability are the ones who turn trips to art galleries and theater plays into a wonderful experience. That is true. I remember one time in Lille, France, my husband and I went to the Lille Palace of Fine Arts and I enjoyed it a lot. The problem with me though is that I lingered way too long at each painting. I studied the details of each painting, and there are a lot of details. Yeah, there are a lot of details. There are a lot of paintings in an art gallery, so we were there for hours. I loved taking in the beauty of each painting, drowning in it, getting lost in it. I love trying to enter each painting. My husband, not so much. Me standing way too long in front of each painting alerted the security guards too, which wasn't good. For me, a negative thing about having sensual overexcitability is that I cannot stand it when people wear ugly clothes. One certain shade of gray makes me want to vomit, and if a person is wearing gaudy colors, I stay away from that person. Because seeing those gaudy colors makes me feel uncomfortable and unpleasant. Finally, my husband can't brush his teeth without getting foamy toothpaste all over his mouth. When he brushes his teeth, I cannot look at him. Because I can't stand that side. I can't stand the sight of it. When I was a kid, I felt different than other children. I was weird, very sensitive, and way too intense. As a result, I was an easy target for taunting. Being taunted broke my heart and made me feel doleful. So I remember when I was 11, I came home from school, jumped up on my bed and turned on my favorite sad music. I listened to it for at least an hour, cried, and let the outside world cease to exist. I enjoyed listening to the music so much and got lost in it. I let it heal me. It was a cathartic experience which I let myself go through once a week. Now, to release stress, I also get lost in music. But I listen to happy music right now. Not just right now. These days, as an adult, I listen to happy music. I love the song Little Boo Thing by Paul Russell. I just love that one. Listening to a song like that is an out-of-this-world experience for me. A negative thing is that I have misophonia, which means I have a decreased tolerance to specific sounds. For example, I wear earmuffs when I vacuum clean because I hate the sound of a vacuum cleaner. And don't get me started on drilling. I detest it when people belch, chew with their mouths open, release gas, or smack while they eat. I detest it so much, I get queasy and lose my appetite. It irritates the hell out of me and my blood starts boiling. I love the touch of satin and silk. I love the touch of soft and smooth dog fur against my cheeks. I love the touch of warm water on my heat-stricken body after a workout session. And when the first warm sun rays of spring gently heat up my face. When I was 9 years old though, I touched men at inappropriate places on their bodies because I was fascinated by their typically male body parts, and I touched them there at inappropriate moments, which I'm very ashamed of. They rebuked me for it, which was good, and I stopped doing it. Finally, there were moments when I was unable to cope with being touched myself. I remember that my mother wanted to give me a hug at moments when I didn't want to be touched at all. I remember eating shrimp in a restaurant about 15 years ago, and they tasted so good, it felt like I had an orgasm. It is true that I can experience and enjoy food on a completely different level. My favorites are Italian and Mexican food. Eating great food gives me an enthralling feeling. It's mesmerizing. It is mesmerizing. So, because of that, if I'm not careful, I can overeat. I'm not that picky about food anymore. Two things I still can't stand though are spinach and the fatty part of bacon. The texture and taste of spinach make me think of vomit, and the texture and taste of the fatty part of bacon are so awful. If I eat it, I can figuratively roll on the floor in excruciating agony. For me, it's like eating spit or mucus, and I detest its unpleasant softness between my teeth. Ooh, yike. Now it's spring here in the Netherlands, and that's a wonderful time to be out in nature and smell all the amazing scents. I love the smell of fresh leaves, the sweet smell of blossoms, especially elder tree blossoms. I get high on all those smells. They make me feel elated and exhilarated, and I can get high on the smell of lavender too. It just smells so good. On the downside though, I hate the smell of rubber, leather, and that smell new clothes can sometimes have. Those are examples of smells which make me feel sick or nauseated. So there you have some of it. These are just a few examples. There's a lot more to it, but I wanted to stick with these examples and not go on for hours and hours. If you found this video interesting, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel and watch this series from the start. In 5 weeks, I'll be back with a new video in this series on intellectual giftedness. Till then, I only want to say 3 things. Thank you for watching. Take care, and I'll see you back in my next video.